This was a great line by Gandhi. In fact, I think he was thinking of an introvert when he actually said it. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. That's right. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. I think we as introverts actually live this when the world gets a little too loud. If you're an introvert like me, you know those quiet corners all too well. And like me, you probably spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to escape. You know, wishing you could just stop being that person that everybody assumes you are. The quiet one, the shy one, the one that doesn't have much to say. Well, here's the thing. Your quiet corner, it's not a hiding place. It's your workshop. This is where you can make your courage take shape. It's a place where unexpected things happen and you begin shaking the world. Welcome to Scrappy Solo Strategist. This is your space to live more, not less. Hey, I'm Cindy, your Scrappy Strategist. And I want to tell you, at the age of 40, as an introvert in a community that was not mine, I actually just gathered up my life like it was a grocery bag and tipped everything out and only kept what mattered. The 3 kids, the dog, and my Scrappy strategy. And that's what carried me through. And from there, piece by piece, I put life back together, changed my career, and changed my mindset. And here I am today, 26 years later, to offer you the tools that I used. Not just the tools I used 26 years ago, but my newest ones as I go into life over 60 as a solo. And we're doing it the Scrappy way. So come along and join me. It's the quiet ones you have to watch out for. If you've heard this all too often, you are absolutely in the right place. And what this actually means is this is just a playful commentary that is recognizing you of being observant and thoughtful. And actually, it's giving you the foresight of strength. So kudos to you. So, but today, through my own story, I want to share attributes you probably already have and how with a single tiny step you can change what really matters. A little while ago, I was leaving a crowded restaurant. You've probably had this happen to you. You get stuck behind a big family at the door and you just patiently wait for that opening to happen. Well, on this day, the family had been celebrating an elderly woman's birthday. As they said goodbyes to her at the door, everyone was stepping in for a hug. It was pretty endearing, so I just kind of stood back patiently watching. Then she turned. She saw me, and without hesitation, she opened her arms, like I was meant to be there too. Surprisingly, especially for me, I stepped in. We held each other for several seconds. It was so different. Maybe you've had this happen to you, where someone meets you right where you are without having to say a thing. Well, you know what? This moment stayed with me long after I walked out that door. Something about the surprise, the way her family reacted, the laughter, it like opened up a little pocket of space for what really mattered. Introverts don't reinvent with fanfare. We do it quietly, in a small, steady shift. A little openness here, a little more honesty there, a moment where you let someone see the real you, just for a second. And when that happens, it feels so good. Remember that emotional pull of that hug? Well, I arrived where I am today because of that hug. This was a lesson for me, one that I'm going to share. Maybe I saw it this way because it was an elderly woman involved. I don't know. But what I do know is the takeaway was softness. It had a whole different meaning for me. It holds its own kind of strength now. Can you recall a similar moment where you felt that tiny spark when you just let yourself be seen for who you are, even just for a second. That's the quiet brave in you that changes everything. And it does change everything. When I stepped in for that hug, I surprised myself. Without thought, I became part of the moment. This was a moment that was not just for me, it was for everyone. But it was also a moment that I used to run the other way as fast as I could. And now I've changed my tune. And just like you, I am an introvert who's lived a lot of life in quiet corners, doing observing and listening and gathering stories and shaping them into tools. And honestly, I have one tool that's going to become your strongest tool in your toolbox. Graham Allcott quoted, "Empathy leads to kindness. Kindness builds empathy. Round and round it goes." If you have this simple passage in your toolbox, you already possess the strongest tool. This is how you get engagement without depleting your battery. Let's dive in. I bought this book for work. The title's Kind by Graham Allcott. It ended up becoming my introvert companion. I was able to translate Graham's message, which is work related, very simply into personal life related. And as an introvert, it just was like feeding my soul. It's a great reminder that quiet isn't empty, it's meaningful. And if you're an introvert or a quiet leader, this is truly worth owning. And you can order it right there on Amazon. So I'm asking you today to take one small step and let bravery be your guide. Recall that one moment that I asked, if you had taken a tiny step and opened yourself up just a little bit to be let in. Do that again, just a little, and let empathy lead the way. It doesn't have to be big, it just has to be yours. And before you know it, round and round you go. I also have a small task for you today. I'm a tough teacher, right? So choose one gentle act today. Just one. It could be as simple as listening and making someone feel heard. Maybe it's just offering a stranger a smile. Or maybe it's stepping into that hug. Drop yours in the comments and share how you shook the world. Because we now know in a gentle way, you can shake the world. And being an introvert, you probably have without even realizing it. So share the act. Until the next one, cast your gentle ripple and stay kind to yourself.